from the oldest time.
The privileges of today we owe to the youth of yesterday.
It is said that art is universal. It is our mind's way of transfixing us to our craft. However, our hearts say,
even though our black ancestors were severely oppressed, on June 16, 1976, they courageously led a peaceful yet powerful protest.
This is art. The universe is art. Chakras align our bodies and their design so majestic and all-encompassing within the dancers and their spiritual rhythm. Hands, their complexity, the poise of manifestation reside in the artists and their divine visions. Perspectives in a constant shift. To embody the weight of what is felt from this, the poets and their poetry, the mind's intuition, and to bind in its strange and sacred way is music. The musicians and their song that hums and thrives in the nooks and crannies, places we cannot see but feel and touch in our souls.
The privileges of today we owe to the youth of yesterday.
Our passions are separate and together all the same. A patchwork quilt with edges dipped in glittering gold. A secret language easily misunderstood.
To be taught in the language of their oppressors, there was no desire. However, this peaceful protest caused the police to open fire.
The red thread of fate connects us mysteriously. How ignorant we were before this glorious revelation. The musicians and their strings, every pluck sends electricity through the air. Once stagnant, the artists, mesmerized by the sounds, capture it in deep red ink. The same ink, the altar on the dancer's hands and feet, spin to the frequency, magnetized. The poets, even writers and philosophers, they think, they ask, how? How did we not see it before? Tell me, what drove us apart?
The privileges of today we owe to the youth of yesterday. Hector Peterson and 175 youth lost their lives. Their sacrifice meant the youth of today could thrive.
Shameless ego, a dancer says in awe. It was the space between, the artist hums. The musician remains quiet. They do not need words to convey, none. There's humming in the geometry of the strings. There's music in the shaping of the spheres as a single string is plucked in finality. The dancers, vigor renewed, break the static with poise like fire and flow like water. The artists capture them, solidify them into murals and stone statues resurrected from the depths of the earth. The poets write a new chapter, breathe new life into the cosmos, but who will read it? Who's going to see it? A dancer laughs knowingly, coy smile, a glint in their coal-lined eyes. Why, it is for the believers, the mystics, the healers, the dreamers, the passionate. They will carry a legacy, a cross-ship sailing, plant it, nurture it into unknown soil, sow their seed and watch it flourish into the new motherland.
June 16, 1976 ignited the Soweto uprising. That's why the freedom we have today is something we should take pride in.
With the string of fate holding, the deep red ink connecting, the never-ending. And so it will begin, from the oldest time. Youth.